This video is brought to you by the StreamingAdvisor.com. Tailor your entertainment with streaming. And what we're going to be talking about in this video is the Apple TV's new app for Tableau. Or you could call it Tableau's new app for Apple TV. You can get it by searching for it. Let's see if it'll pull up on the voice search first time. Tableau. Oh, look, it spells it French. Tableau. Tablo. Oh, brother. Tablo. Well, it's just being difficult. Maybe it's my thick Russian accent. Just kidding, I'm not Russian. Born and raised in North Carolina. Okay. And I've got the birth certificate to prove it. So, Tableau. You just add it right here. And we've added it already, so all it's going to do is open. But very, very important notes. You want to make sure that your Apple TV has the latest firmware on it. And you want to make sure that you have the latest firmware for Tableau. And sometimes it's a little difficult to find that. We've got an article on the website this weekend, and it's going to be there forever. It's just called "How Do You Update Tableau?" But all you have to do is head to it, and we're going to provide a link in this article that will show you where that is, and you'll be able to get to it. Otherwise, you might get a note that says, "Can't find Tableau, can't connect to Tableau." But here it is. This is the app. This is, you have to make sure that you are scanned in, that you've scanned your channels. You can do that all from the link that I provided. But this shows you all of the live TV options that are available on, whatever your local channels are. I have no idea what your local channels are. You probably don't, unless you're in Raleigh like me, you don't have CW22 and CBS 17 and so on. But you get this simple guide here, and it's a little different looking than the guides that you see on other platforms like Roku and Fire TV and even their internet-based one. But it works very well. I'll just launch something here. See? There's your live Tableau TV there. Of course, it's really your antenna. Anything as far as Tableau's performance is going to be completely reliant on whatever kind of digital antenna you've got. You want to make sure if you need an amplifier that you've got it amplified. Let's see if that'll load. This is one of those digital sub-channels.
Height limit.
Yep.
There are no rules about mixing colors.
Now, when I did my scan, it said that I had a lot of just really good, good signals coming through. Fox. This would be the home of the NFL.
Your sandwich.
At least
the first 5 holes.
The only NFL team that matters, the Carolina Panthers, of course. But between Fox, we just saw auto racing on NBC. Home of Sunday Night Football. You'll have to forgive me. Channel 5 in my area was CBS until a disagreement. I would say. It's a CBS. Let's see how that loads. You notice that Tableau tells you what you're loading. I like that. Just in case you didn't know. There we are. It looks like we're getting a little bit of interference.
Did you realize that the whole championship was going to come down to your match? Was it just there at the very last couple of games?
That's the U.S. Open there. So, as you see, you can beam in your antenna's stuff right through there. Now, let's take a look at. Now, it looks like if you want to do recording, you actually have to have a subscription with these guys. the subscriptions are pretty low priced, and last I checked, they had a lifetime membership, which is pretty good. It looked like it was, and I think in overall, it's actually cheaper than what you get with something like Tableau or whatever Tableau is going to be called after their merger. Now, something to keep in mind about Tableau is while they're running some specials that include antennas, but it doesn't necessarily come with an antenna. You know, you're going to need to have a hard drive to record onto, a separate hard drive. And, you know, that makes it different than some other DVRs. It doesn't already have a storage area. It doesn't already have, you know, certain things in place. I think the advantage of Tableau is that if you have a network setup, then you can just basically, you can put the Tableau wherever it is that your antenna is to get the best signal possible. So if you've got some sort of antenna in the attic and you want to plug in your Tableau up there, as long as you can power it, you can do that. And you can run an extension cord down, whatever. But the thing is that the Tableau doesn't actually have to be plugged into the TV where your Apple TV or your iPad or your Roku or anything else is. So it's a nice sort of remote interface. So that is Tableau for the Apple TV. I hope you found that helpful and interesting. And like I said, if you're having trouble getting it set up, click the link in the video itself at the bottom in the description. And you should probably be taken care of. Just like I said, you just want to make sure that you have the latest firmware update for Apple TV. You want to make sure you have the latest firmware for Tableau, because my Apple TV wouldn't load Tableau until I had 2.2.10. By the time you're watching this video, they might be on firmware 9 for all I know. But make sure that you have the latest firmware, whatever it is. I'm Ryan Downey, the Streaming Advisor. Please subscribe, and as always, stream on, my friends.